An exciting fight who sold a lot of tickets and didn't want to come out of England and fight, and when I've proved, I mean, you can say, that, I fought no one and I fought this one. I mean, well, what am I fighting him for then, so, I mean, I deserve my shot. I got up here, and I think the two closest times he's come to getting beat is when the Castillo fight, the first one, which incidentally I thought he lost. It's a great heart from that fight. And obviously against Oscar, which some still thought he lost that one, so, I mean, noticeably, people that put pressure on. Yeah. So I think I've got a great chance. And this doesn't, just in one ear out the other. Really doesn't impress me.
So him standing there and getting in your ear right now and all that, that stuff doesn't get to you?
No, and I don't take it personally because he's done it to everyone he fought. He slagged off everyone he fights. So not really bother me. I mean, it's not the way I do it. I mean, I don't think I think it is a first. Obviously you get opponents that turn around and say, I'll knock you out and I'll do this and I'll do that, but never really someone, get right in your face, try and intimidate you like that, so I find it quite amusing actually.
Ricky, what was he saying to you?
I didn't hear half of it, but because I just knew it was coming, but they'll beat you like a bitch, I'll butt fuck you and
wow.
And just basic, stuff like that, but I mean, he's bound to be confident, I wouldn't expect it, and otherwise he's a 5-weight world champion and that, but it wasn't boxing and tactic talk, it was just really nonsense really, so I can't really take it overly serious.
At the end of a 5-day whirlwind tour into Manchester, is that going to sit as well with you on Friday in Manchester as it did today?
Yeah, I think you see a lot of fans are going to be disappointed with the amount of tickets that we got. I mean, there's a waiting list back home of 33,000 people, wanting tickets, and 3,900 are going to get some. So this might be the only chance some of them will get to see me, Floyd, Oscar. It is a big occasion, for my hometown really. So I think there'll be thousands. They're going to put up on the big screen and show the press conference on the big screen, and then we're going to come out and see the crowd. It should be good for my hometown.
Ricky, let's be honest, who sold most of the tickets in your opinion?
Well, I think we got given equal amount of tickets, but I was heartbroken when I got told out, told how many tickets, to tell, people that, you can't have what you normally have, you can only have maybe 2 or 3, or, very, very disappointing, but that's, what we're in. Obviously, if I get 3,900, Floyd's got to have the same. I mean, it's fair's fair, but if they'd have said how many tickets do you want, I'd have just said give me the lot. At 33,000, we could have doubled it. 16,000,
You wish the fight was in a bigger venue?
Yeah, but no, I mean, if you'd have put it on in England, in the open air, in the stadium or something like that, I reckon you'd have got 60,000.
You have the bigger fan base, the bigger draw. Why didn't this fight happen in England and at a weight that you need?
Well, it's just, if we have it in England, the fight would have to take place at maybe 2 o'clock in the morning for the time to be, to coincide with American viewers, so, which obviously this time of the year in England, it's not as warm as here, so, to have it at the show at 2 o'clock in the morning back in England, in September, it's not really a safe bet. And the pay-per-view in America, to having it at the peak time is probably, probably the most important thing as part of, raising finances. But Floyd wouldn't come to England anyway. I mean, probably about, Floyd says, he doesn't rate me and stuff like that. But I think the fact because about 3 years ago he said, I'll come back to England and I'll fight you in your backyard and I'll knock you out. And then when I beat Kostizu and started, doing what I've done over the last few years, he suddenly changed his mind. So you can't fool me that saying that he doesn't rate me anything. I mean, if it wasn't any good, I wouldn't be getting me shot. So
Ricky, who had the idea for the...
It's just nonsense. He's going to beat me up. He's going to knock me out. He's going to, going to beat you like him. It just I wasn't paying much attention to it really. If he'd have turned around and if it was something boxing wise or constructive, but it was just shite basically.
Who had the idea for your video?
I'm alright, thanks. Oh, what?
Sorry, who had the idea for your video? Up front, the dancing video.
It was sort of like, the promotional team and my team sort of like said, we need, a video to put on at the start of the press conferences and that. I said, well, Floyd's doing, the Dancing with the Stars. I got one of my mates to do it for a laugh, and it was
You think his antics are getting more outlandish as the press goes on?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I wouldn't be surprised if he whacked me because I think he wants a reaction, and I just it's not like he can sit there and say I'm saying now he's going to say something. He must have said to me about 15 times say something, and I just stood in front of there chewing my gun and laughing at him. So by the end of the week he might get a little bit pissed off.
You didn't walk away because you didn't want to hint to see that you got the upper hand, or
no, I mean at some point you've got to walk away, but I mean you have to walk away at some time because knowing Floyd would have probably been there till it went dark, but no, I mean I just stood there, sure I wasn't intimidated. I just laughed and smiled at him, and I think he wants a reaction. He wants something to be seen that he's getting under your skin, and when he didn't get the reaction that he wanted, maybe he'll get a little bit more vocal as the week goes on, I reckon.
How are you going to deal with his speed, Ricky?
I can't, a lot of people said that his manager, Leonard said, Ricky's he's talk the talk. What I said, I don't. That's not my game. That's their game. And all I've to turn around and said, he slagged me off. He said I'm no better than a sparring partner. He's going to whip me in my beer belly. He's got to come close enough to whip me in my beer belly. Having said that, because I mean, he's not. In the last 4 fights, he's not exactly mixed it up. So,
he says you're not going to have to look for him. He's going to come to you. Do you actually believe that for 1 second?
Well, I don't want to, speak too soon because he's a very versatile fighter. Don't kid yourself. He can fight up close and close quarters, and I don't want to make it sound that he can. But I think he may stand there initially, but then I think eventually he will. He will back up. I mean, I'm not saying that all he does is jab and move and go on the back foot. And he can't fight up close because he's a good fighter. He can do pretty much everything, but. I don't think it'll last that long, if he does really. I mean, but I'm not turning around and saying that, he's not going to stand there and have a fight. He might come out, and he can fight inside. I'm not sort of like, dismissing that, because if he comes up, if we get up to close quarters and he does a lot of damage with me, I'm going to look the dickhead, So he is, he is good at everything really, what he does. But I don't think he did with Boldemir, and I think Boldemir is pedestrian-like. He was slow. He was not really a big puncher, and he covered more miles than Forrest Gump against him, didn't he? So you can't turn around and tell me he's gonna. Can't turn around. He's gonna. He might do, but I doubt it.
Ricky, what about your comments after the Castillo fight? You really dismantled Castillo. A lot of people thought that would be a lot closer, and then you had some comments about Floyd after that fight.
Well, yeah, I mean. I don't. What Floyd says about me, I don't take it personal because he said about everyone, doesn't he? So, but I mean, when they turn around and say Ricky Hatton's talk the talk, I think write that down. Ricky Hatton's being disrespectful to Floyd Mayweather. It just doesn't ring right, does it? But no, I just said, there was an exciting 4 rounds there, and there's probably more excitement in that 4 rounds than what you've seen Floyd do, not the other fighters, Floyd do in his last 4 fights, and. I think I agree with that because he's gone on the back foot. You can stand back and admire his talent. His boxing ability, his speed. He's got so many tricks up his sleeve and stuff like that. But his last 4 fights, it's been like every fight's been like the same. It's like that's why I've got 10,000 fans following me everywhere I go. That's why I've got a waiting list of 33,000 because of what I do. And he, because I'm in it, he's going to be in a good fight for a change.
Why are British boxing fans as fanatical as they are, Ricky?
Well, because I think, I don't want to sound like a disrespect Floyd, because that's his way, this is my way, but because I think the fans follow me because I don't do that crap. I'm just like a man of the people. I don't showboat, I don't say too much. I'm dead honest. I mix with the public. I'm just like people. The fans probably see me as the mate. Not just, a British fighter that's going over here to fight, the best fighters in the world. They probably see me as the mate. It's probably because of the way I fight, but I think also it's because of the way I am, really.